Thursday, April 6, 1848. We arrived in Independence by steamboat.
All right.
We're on our way out west to meet our pa in Oregon.
Okay.
There she goes, back to St. Louis. There's no turning back now.
Yippee! Let's get a wagon and get started!
Oh, Jimmy, Parker, are you sure? It's 2,000 miles to where Pa is, through deserts and mountains.
Yeah, and rivers and valleys.
Yeah, and buffaloes and coyotes.
And mountain lions.
And rattlesnakes and...
And brothers. I'm just as brave as you think you are, but this is no joke.
Quit worrying, Cassie. Pa sent a mountain man to guide us.
And we've got to find him. Come on!
All right.
Next stop, the Oregon Trail.
Ah! Oh. Hello, it's Darkie the Wolf here, and today I am playing the Oregon Trail. This is also another one of my childhood games that I remember playing. But I don't think I really got much far into this, because a lot of parts of this game I don't really know what I was doing. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's see here. The Trail Journal of Darkie. Accompanied by 5 others. Jesse. I'll be doing Minecraft story mode characters that are going to be accompanying me today. Alright. Petra. Alright, I'm supposed to be doing Petra age 21, but I can't do that number. So I'll just have to do 20. Lukas. Come on. Romeo. And then Xara. Alright. Let's see here. Let's choose a level of play which has dramatic effect on your journey. I guess I'll be a greenhorn. A greenhorn, formerly a banker. Okay. Let's set off from Independence, Missouri in April. To start a new life by settling in... What? I guess there's other choices too. We're gonna be going to Oregon City though. In a Conestoga wagon. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. It looks like we got a long way of travel to there. Worth $100. Alright. Let's travel the train. Banker who has come to Independence in 1848 for the purpose of settling off on a journey west to Oregon City. Alright. You'll also see people who may be able to give you some good advice. Alright, I keep that in mind.
You got a rough trip ahead of you, partner, but you can do it. Did you hear that these Montgomery children made it all the way to Oregon City? Their story might be of help to you.
April 6, 1848. When Pa broke his leg and couldn't come back from Oregon to fetch us, Ma gathered us close and said it was her dream to join Pa in Oregon. She believed that we had the gumption to get there with the help of this man, Jed Friedman, that Pa was sending to guide us. Then, Ma died.
Oh.
Cassie, Parker, come on!
Bro, what are you doing?
We've got to find that mountain man Pa wrote us about.
Jimmy, look out!
And that's what happens when you get too cocky there, Jimmy.
Looks like you're in a big hurry, son.
Oh, thank you so much. We're,
Looking for somebody to get you to Oregon, right?
Yeah.
That's right. How did you know?
We're looking for a man named Captain Jed Friedman. Do you know him?
Mm-hmm, sure do.
Do you work for him?
That I do, son. Day and night.
Well then, take us to him.
You're already there, Parker.
Hey, how do you know my name?
Parker, he's Jed.
You?
But you're...
One of your pa's best friends. I saved his life on the trail, and he saved mine. When he broke his leg, I promised him I'd get you to Oregon.
Can you hunt buffaloes and kill rattlesnakes?
Why, sure, if I need to.
Wow!
Well, Mr. Friedman?
Captain Jed.
Captain Jed. I guess if Pa sent you, that's good enough for us.
Then let's get our supplies. There's a long way to go, and your pa's are waiting. Follow me.
All right. Okay. All right, let's get started. I hope I didn't choose too much of an early date.
The merchants here in town offer basic packages of supplies based on the size of one's party and estimated length of journey. Of course, you can shop around on your own or add to the basic set. So, which package would you like?
Let's see here. For 6 months. I'll take advantage of this package. You are unable to leave town because you don't have any draft animals to pull your wagon. You can buy draft animals at the livery stable. Alright. Why is there 2 songs playing? Right, let's ask for some advice from others before we begin.
You decided yet which kind of draft animals you're going to use to pull your wagon? Well, you can pick oxen, mules, or horses. There's advantages and disadvantages to each.
Tell me more.
Oxen are cheap and strong, but prone to sickness. Mules cost more, but they's less likely to get sick. They can be stubborn, too. Horses are faster, but weaker. The other downside is they cost a lot, require feed grain, and are attractive to thieves.
Okay. Do you have any advice?
Well, since you ask, I'd go with oxen. Price is right, and you can't beat 'em for strength. They ain't too bright, but they's good old beasts. Besides, if you get into real dire straits, you can always eat 'em.
Okay. Why?
Hello, friend. Are you also preparing to set out on the trail for the new land?
Yes, I am.
That's what we're doing, my folks and me. Our home caught fire and burned last month, and we lost pretty near everything, except our lives, praise the Lord. So we figured we might as well go west.
Do you have any advice?
I wouldn't leave with fewer than 4 draft animals. 6 or more would be even better. Take plenty of food and clothes, and maybe a few spare wagon parts. Don't waste money or wagon space on much else.
Alright, so long.
Hello.
Okay, what else is here?
Hello, friend. Say, has your wagon train formed yet? And have you met to form the council that'll provide guidance and governance on your long journey?
Tell me more.
The bylaws and regulations drawn up by your self-elected council will be your only law on the trail. You got to keep out the bad element and make arrangements for settling disputes.
Do you have any advice?
I have here a complete and elegantly scripted constitution, suited to all upright citizens. Drew it up myself. I had a year in law school, you know. If you let me join your wagon train, I'll be glad to offer this here constitution to you free of charge.
Alright. Alright. Let's see here. This must have to do with the Montgomery kid's story right here. Seems like a lot to look at. And if I look at all these, it'll probably make this video take too long. Alright. Oh, I'm actually able to type in this journal too. I would, but I don't think I'm going to. Alright. Independence Messenger. Unrest of bloodshed reported in Berlin. Okay. This other text is unreadable. Alright.
Ain't this exciting? All these folks bustling about, getting ready to strike out on the trail. Just speaking for myself, I can't wait.
Yeah, okay.
I've spent pretty near all my life so far cooped up in my parents' home back east. But I just got married 4 weeks ago, and now my husband and I are heading out to make a new life for ourselves.
Do you have any advice?
I hear disease is the biggest danger on the trail. You gotta stay healthy, eat right, don't push yourself too hard, and get rest when you're sick. And be careful at rivers. Rivers kill almost as many people as disease, but I'm sure we'll do all right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. We'll go a steady pace. And the rations. Let's set the rations to meager. Okay, so... Alright. Who else is here?
Excuse me, friend. You appear to be making ready to head out west. Do you know of any people who are still in the process of forming a wagon train?
Maybe. Tell me more.
My husband and I, he's off buying supplies, are looking for a nice group of people to join in our move west.
Do you have any advice?
I'd say you and I both ought to find a wagon train. A 2,000-mile journey through the untamed wilderness is nothing to be undertaken lightly. There's strength in numbers, you know. Well, good day and good luck to you.
All right. Okay, let's look for supplies in this part of town. What do you have to offer, sir? Let's see here. We should have some axes. Never know what could happen. I don't know. I guess Romeo can play the banjo while we're going along. Be here. What would I do with bags of beads? Have 4 of those. Oh yeah, we should have blankets. And let's see here. We need boots. Let's see here. Might take a while. I might edit some of these parts out of this video. Pounds of ugh! Gross. I hate celery. Okay. Alright, let's purchase. Okay.
Howdy! Looks like you're heading west too, like me.
Howdy.
Me and my brother are gonna start a farm out west. I hear there's land aplenty, and no better soil this side of the Ohio Valley.
Okay.
I hear the best time to start out on the trail is in April, but I reckon there's different opinions about that. Well, best of luck to you.
Alright.
Good day to you, friend. I'm new here in town. I'm making ready to head out on the trail west.
Okay.
Ah, so you're doing the same. Well, maybe we can link up with the same wagon train.
Maybe.
I wouldn't start out with less than, say, 400 pounds of food per person. Of course, how much you can take depends on how big your wagon is and how many draft animals you got.
Okay. Alright.
Hey, you looking for a wagon train to hook up with? Our train's still in need of a few more wagons. You want to join us?
Maybe. Tell me more.
We're planning on leaving soon. We're a large group of good, hard-working folks.
Okay.
I wouldn't even dream of heading out on the trail alone, or even with any fewer than 10 wagons. The more people you go with, the greater your chances of survival, and that's the gospel truth.
Alright. What do they have here? It kind of looks like the same thing from the other store. Okay.
You bought all your supplies yet? You know, some folks forget about some important items that might prove right useful out on the trail. Just about everybody buys food, extra clothes, guns, ammunition, and spare wagon parts. But there's some other things you might want to take as well.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't go without a good long rope or chain, which can help in crossing rivers or going up and down steep hills.
Alright. Let's find the clothes. Alright. Go.
Howdy, stranger. It looks like you're fixing to head out west, too. Fine opportunity for people with the gumption to do it. We brought a few personal items with us, but we're hoping to buy our foodstuffs and fresh animals here. But I ain't too sure exactly where to go first. Don't devote any great portion of time to packing your wagon till you bring in all your supplies. We're planning to pack up the wagon whilst we're waiting for the train to assemble.
Okay. Let's see here. What's in here? Yeah, let's pack some medicines. Make sure to not get any whiskey, because who knows what Romeo would do with that. I think that's it. Okay. We don't need any more wagons. Yeah, we should have some wagon covers. Bring some oxen with us. And maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe not. 2 mules? Yeah. Alright. Maybe a couple more animals. Let's see here. Yeah, we should have some bales of hay with us. There we go. It's always good to have something extra. I guess we could have 2 chickens. Alright, that should be it. Alright, now that we got everything, I should save really quick. Right here. Before setting out, you need to pick a wagon train to travel with. The following wagon trains are about to ready to set out for Oregon City. Which do you want to go with? Let's take the wagon train with the more people. Independence. This'll be a place to stay. Okay, so the game crashed while I was saving. I hope the save did not become corrupted. Alright, let's get back into it. Save did not get corrupted. Alright, ready to go. Why was there a photo of a house cat on the side of the screen? Whoa. Still cold. The river appears to be frozen. Let's try to cross on the ice. Westport.
Sure am glad we made it here. I gots to find me some wood planks and maybe a carpenter, so's he can help me fix my wagon.
Okay.
Back there a ways I heard a big crack while we were going over some rough road. My rear axle broke and damaged the underside of the wagon. I was able to replace the axle, but the hind portion of the wagon bed's just about gone now.
Alright.
Check your animals, supplies, and wagon real careful here. This place might offer the last chance for any help for a good ways.
Alright. Alright, let's see here. How much food do I have? Alright, everyone here is good. Let's look around for a little bit.
I've been told you're looking for a doctor. If you see any plants with reddish leaves, don't eat them or drink the water nearby. Those red leaves are a good sign of alkali.
Okay.
Ooh.
What? Okay, so this person is selling medicine here.
Greetings, my good friend. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Brogan Kavanaugh, famed on 3 continents for my marvelous miracle elixir.
Okay.
Buy a bottle or 2 of my miracle elixir. That's the best possible advice I can give anyone. Oh, excuse me, I have to run. I just remembered an important engagement.
That was weird. What is this? The Bill J. Wanted for a horse theft. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. Interesting looking blacksmith. Maybe later.
Howdy do, neighbor. Are you in need of my services? You won't find a blacksmith much better than me. When I'm finished with my current batch of repairs, I'll be pleased to help you. I can make or repair wheel rims, shoe your animals, what have you, and I charge reasonable rates.
Okay.
Your animals and your wagon are the only things that'll assure your success on this journey. Worn out or sore-footed animals can get you in a heap of trouble. Take good care of them, and they'll take good care of you.
All right. Okay. All right, let's continue back on the trail. Ready to go. Oh.
Captain Jed, how did the Oregon Trail get started? Were you the first one to go on it?
No, Jimmy, I ain't quite that old. There was lots of folks before me. I guess it really started about 1821 with the Santa Fe Trail. That year, a red-headed Virginian named William Becknell started taking trade goods from Missouri to the town of Santa Fe. That's down south of here in Mexico territory, west of Texas. Traders could get flour, salt, horses, and mules cheap in Mexico. Men were getting rich going back and forth from Mexico to Missouri. That is until the war started with Mexico in 1846. Now, the original starting point of the Santa Fe Trail was the town of Franklin, Missouri, on the north bank of the Missouri River.
That's so boats could bring the trade goods, I betcha.
Right you are, Parker. But by the early 30s, the steamboats could go further upriver. So they needed another starting point that was further west. And that's how the town of Independence got going.
Hey, we came to Independence on a steamboat from St. Louis.
You sure did.
Tell us about traveling to Oregon with Pa.
Well now, in 1836, the Whitmans, Dr. Marcus and his wife and friends, drove the first wagon to Oregon. They set up a mission north on the Columbia River. A couple of real brave women were in that group, Narcissa Whitman and Eliza Spaulding. More folks started traveling the Oregon Trail after that. I led my first wagon train in '43, the one with your pa in it. We even met the Whitmans when we stopped at their mission.
Did Pa meet him too?
Yep, and it won't be long till you'll be meeting your pa again. Now you better get some sleep, because we got a long day tomorrow.
No, more stories!
Don't worry, Jimmy. I got lots of them.
Right. New Santa Fe. Okay. So we traveled 20 miles. Heard some gunfire in the distance near New Santa Fe. Much concerned all around. Okay. Alright. Let's see our status. Okay. Let's continue on. Uh-oh. Who has a cold? Oh no, it's Romeo. Romeo has a cold. Let's rest here for a while. Blue Mound.
Let's move on.
Okay.
I say we continue on our way.
Howdy. You know, this is my second time out on the trail. Yeah, we started out last year, but didn't get too far. We tried going across the Kansas River when the water was way too high. The wagon overturned in the middle of the river, and we lost everything we had. But we're not giving up. we're trying again.
Okay.
Well, needless to say, I sure ain't gonna try and cross no rivers when they're too rough and high.
Alright. Ready to go. Okay, we're at Kansas River now. Let's check the river conditions. Let's try to ford the river. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Oh, oh, great. Let's clean up the mess. Alright. Let's visit. Let's see, what do I have? Okay. Feel good. Let's move on. Ready to go. Red Vermilion River. Okay. What is the river's conditions? It should be shallow enough to ford the river. Hopefully. No. Let's clean up the mess. Scott Spring. See if we can gather anything here. And let's see. What are these items? And let's go dry prairies and waste. Roots, bark, and leaves are edible and may be helpful for coughs or stomach pains. Yes, let's keep it. So with this, find sow thistle and disturbed grounds. Its leaves are edible and fairly tender in the spring and summer. You can eat the leaves like lettuce or spinach. Let's keep them. Salsify. Okay, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Look for salsify in prairies and dry meadows during late summer. Plants are blooming. Roots are edible and should be cooked like parsnips. Okay. Yellow pond lily. Yellow pond lily grows in slower moving water. Its tubers are edible. You can find the tubers under the mud and cook them like potatoes. I think I'm done. Take 1 pound of edible pine rose. It's 1 pound of edible south thistle leaves and 6 pounds of edible south pine root. Okay. Ready to go. An abandoned wagon.
I think we ought to check it out. Never can tell what we might find.
Okay. What's inside? Found 1 raincoat. Okay. More stories. Okay.
I heard you found a rockhead alcove engraved with the name of J.F. Reed, May 26, 1846?
Did you know him?
Well, not exactly. I heard of him, though. He and his family were heading to California with the Donner Party. They decided to take the Hastings cutoff and ended up in a heap of trouble.
The Donner Party? I heard that name at the campfire last night. What happened?
The way I heard it, the Donners and several other families left Independence in April 1846 with 20 wagons and near 100 folks. You should have seen one of their wagons. A double-decker with a side entrance. It had spring seats, a sheet iron stove, and a whole library of books. Some folks called it the Pioneer Palace. Rain and floods kept them an extra 5 days at the Big Blue. Then, when they got to Fort Bridget, instead of playing it safe and heading to Fort Hall, some of them took the Hastings Cutoff.
Why'd they do that?
Hastings' guidebook claimed it would save them time in about 300 miles. But crossing the Wasatch Mountains was slow. Took 18 days to get 30 miles. Had to ditch that big old Pioneer Palace in the Salt Lake Desert. By the time they got to the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, it was October, and they got caught in an early snowfall.
They must have been plumb tired and starving.
That's right, Cassie. And freezing, too. It was about the worst winter you could imagine. They did things to keep alive that I can't rightly talk about.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that they even...
That's enough, Jimmy.
Some snowshoed out in December, but by the time the relief parties brought the rest out in April of '47, only half of them were left.
Half died? That's sorrowful.
So that means we've got to take the right trails and get to Oregon for the snowfalls. Right, Captain Jed?
Right you are, son. It's life and death out here. The Oregon Trail ain't no picnic.
Okay, let's see what there is here. Let's see. Poison hemlock. No. Throw it out. Choke cherry. They are better if cooked. Okay. Keeping. More yellow pond lilies. Okay. Evening prime rose. Okay. Ready to go. Too many people are at the river.
If we got here sooner, we wouldn't have had to wait so long.
I don't think it has to take that long. 3 1/2 feet deep. This time, let's chuck the wagons and flip. Yep, we made it. St. Joseph Road Junction.
Maybe we better consult our guidebook before deciding which road to take.
Look. Is there anything here? Yep. Okay. What is this? Okay. Alright. Done. Ready to go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Who has the chlorine? Heavy fog.
We ought to consider the terrain. If there's anything dangerous up ahead, like narrow canyon trails, we should stop until this fog clears up.
Tuesday, May 2nd. We passed through the Narrows today. The trail follows a very narrow path between the Little Blue River on the left and steep bluffs on the right. We'd circled the wagons and I was fixing supper when...
Okay. When what?
Hey, that almost smells good.
Oh well, sakes alive. Go wash up. It's almost ready. Where's Jimmy?
Probably wandered off with the journal, drawing things like he always does.
That Jimmy. He's hankering to show Pa his sketches when we get to Oregon. Jimmy!
Over here! I found a snake!
What are you doing?
Jimmy!
You fool!
Lie still. Jed's coming.
Cassie, it hurts!
Hurry, no time to lose.
Here, my belt.
Tie it on, Parker. Not too tight now.
What's he doing?
Grip this rock, Jimmy. Jed's gotta open the bite and suck out the poison.
Jimmy'll make it. Won't he, Jed?
I reckon he'll need to ride in the wagon for a spell, but he'll pull through all right.
Oh, thank you, Jed.
But it was close. Too close.
Yeah.
I drew the snake before it bit me. You want to see it?
No thanks. Okay, the Narrows. Is there things here? Blackberries. Okay. Ground cherries. Papery husks. Okay. And what is this? Black nightshades. No, they're poisonous. Done. Okay. Let's continue on. Or actually, hold on. Romeo doesn't seem to be doing well. Let's rest here for one day. Uh-oh. That just made Xara feel worse. Alright, ready to go. Abandoned wagon.
I'd be careful. You never know what you might find.
You found one lantern. Okay. What? Oh, sprained elbow. I should have purchased them some salt water. Looks like Xara might be the one who has the sprained elbow. Let's try this. The coast of Nebraska. I seem to be gathering a lot. Lupin. Poisonous. Throw out. Leaves are edible and fairly tender in spring and summer. You can eat the leaves like lettuce or spinach. Alright. No. Prairie poppy mallow. Alright. Okay. Let's continue on. What a trail. Let's try this. Conditions have not improved. Well, that was a stupid decision.
It don't look too deep to me. I say we just keep going forward.
Strangers ahead.
We should keep moving, but at a distance. They could be trouble.
Continue at a distance. Fort Kearney. Alright. Let's see here. What do I have? looks like we still have some good amounts of things. Seems to be much here. Nah, I don't need any more animals.
Howdy do, neighbor. Are you in need of my services? You won't find a blacksmith much better than me.
This kind of looks like the same person from the previous town. Which direction? Alright, let's move. Ready to go. Plummet Creek. What is this? Arrowhead. Cook them like potatoes. No. Throw it out. Also poisonous. Throw it out. There we go. Let's continue. Oh shoot, Lukas has a bad cold. Let's see here. Alright.
They'd better take care of themselves. Bad colds can easily turn into something much worse.
Rest here for one day. Oh no, now Romeo has the cold. Okay, let's see what there is here. Okay. Wild onions. Okay. I've never seen wild onions before. Okay. Everything here is edible. Okay. Ready to go. What is the river condition? 2 feet. I don't know if I should ford the... I guess I'll ford the... See what happens. Hey, it worked. Alright. California Hill. Path up the hill doesn't look very steep.
Before we decide how or even when to go up this hill, we should consider the weather and the condition of the ground.
Okay.
I am Chichistas. To the Sioux and the white men, we are known as the Cheyenne. My name is Stares at the Sun. This hill is one of the worst places on the Medicine Road of the Whites. I've seen many people and animals hurt or killed here. It is always best to travel light. If you remove things that you do not need from your wagon, you may have a better chance of getting to the top of the hill.
This hill looks mighty steep. I'd be careful going up there.
Right. Let's try continuing up the hill. Here we go. Why is nothing happening? There we go. Path downhill doesn't look very steep. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Lock. I think we have enough. Courthouse and jail rocks. Okay. Let's continue on. It's Chimney Rock. Thick dust from other wagons. Let's just slow down a little bit. Scott's Bluff. Right. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's move on.
Thursday, June 1st. Today I saw my first Indian. Several braves rode into our camp to trade. I was scared at first, but Captain Jed said we'd be fine if we traded fairly with them. When they were done, Jimmy and I went walking along the river. More Indians! Jimmy, look!
Going on.
Baby!
Uh-oh.
Get away!
You did it, Cassie! You saved the baby!
Okay.
Where do you learn to throw like that?
I've been throwing rocks across the Big Blue while you were laid up with your snake bite. I'll keep this with Ma's necklace. It's beautiful. There's so many beads. I can't wait to show it to Pa.
Alright. Let's see what the conditions are here. 3 1/2 feet. Let's try this. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Fort John. I might have to stop recording sometime soon. Okay. Let's ready. Ready to go. Register Cliff. Let's see. Okay. Death cameras. Nope. Burdock. Okay. There we go. Let's continue on. Uh-oh. Not again. Just yes, dysentery. Let's try the peppermint.
They say that the earlier you start out on the trail, the less likely people are to get dysentery. Maybe we started a little too late.
Let's try that. Uh-oh.
We should keep moving, but at a distance. They could be trouble.
Okay. Dust from other wagons. Ayer's natural bridge. Poisonous. Throw out. Black raspberries. Okay, let's keep them. Bane berries. Alright. Only one item, but that's safety. Okay. Ready to go. But the yoke broke. Aw, man. I should have bought a new yoke.
If you can't fix the yoke and you don't have the spare, maybe someone around here can trade you for a new one.
Alright. Okay, it's a deal. Bad mosquitoes.
These mosquitoes are driving me crazy. Let's pick up our pace and get away from here as soon as we can.
Okay. Here's the river. 2 1/2 feet. Mormon ferry trading post. Okay. I don't need anything here. Ready to go. Right? Poisonous throw out. Sugar, they make a great pancake syrup. Okay. Leaves are edible but stringy. And boil the leaves like spinach. Alright. and ready to go. Where are we currently at on this map? Oh, we're in Wyoming now. Just made it halfway there. I think at the next trading post, I'll probably stop recording. Okay. Bread-a-roo. Right, let's see here. Black mustard. Nope. Okay. Let's continue on. Independence Rock. Devil's Gate. Alright. Split Rock. Alright. And let's keep these. And keep it. And the sunflowers. All of these are edible. Crossings. 2 1/2 feet. Shock the wagons. Alright. Heavy fog.
This fog is as thick as my grandmother's bean soup. We oughtn't keep traveling in weather like this.
Slow down. Okay. And a rocky ridge. The way up the hill appears fairly steep.
Good day to you. If you don't mind, I'll stop and rest a spell.
Go right ahead.
We set out on the trail a while back, hoping to reach the new land. But as you may know, my oldest boy perished in a wagon accident back a ways, and I've no greater desire now than to return to my folks back in Philadelphia. Be very, very careful going down steep hills. That's how my son was killed. We didn't take the proper precautions and, well, forgive me, but I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
That's fine.
I'm Isabella. I'm traveling with the Raleighs and their people. My job is to keep after the cows and watch the children. My husband Fred is the ox driver. Best there is. I was born in Delaware. My father used to tell me stories of Africa and promise one day we'd find ourselves going home. But I don't know if I'm getting closer or farther away with all this walking.
Right.
Keep a good eye on those animals of yours and don't let them get too overtired. A dead animal's no good to nobody except maybe the butcher. And out here in this awful place, I'd rather be moving than eating.
Let's see. Let's use them. Uh-oh.
Are you scared of a little storm? What's the matter with you?
I'm not scared of a thunderstorm. thunderstorms sometimes happen in Oregon too. Oh.
I reckon there's not much we can do until the waters die down.
Let's see what happens. Oh, come on, not again. Oh, I guess this is it. I'm gonna have to stop recording. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more. Never mind. What the heck? Alright. Okay. Let's check the river conditions. Okay, 1 1/2 feet. For we go. Independence Day. Ah. So all right. Okay.
Anybody here ever heard of a fella called Old Gabe?
Is he a trapper friend of yours?
He's a lot more than that, I'll tell you. If you roam the Rocky Mountains trapping like me, you might run into some great mountain men. Joe Meek, Jim Beckworth, Joe Walker, or Major Moses Black Harris. But Old Gabe really stands out. Tall, strong, with long hair and a hooked nose. Named after the angel Gabriel he was. Knows every inch of this land and the rivers too. Some folks say he was the first white man to see the Great Salt Lake. Thought it was the ocean, it was so salty.
There really is a salt lake out here?
Never seen it, but I heard it's there. Now most Indians respect Old Gabe for his toughness and bravery. He even married an Indian woman from Flatheads. But Gabe's got his enemies though. I heard Dr. Whitman once had to take an arrow out of his back.
Captain Jed, is he still alive?
I believe so, but he's had many a close call. One day, Old Gabe and a group of trapper friends came across large grizzly tracks in front of a mountain cave. They were so hungry that one of the trappers suggested that somebody go in the cave and drive the bear out so they could have a real meal. So Old Gabe volunteered to go in that cave and send that old grizz out.
He must have been crazy.
Don't know about that, but I do know he walked right in that cave and struck the bear with his whipping stick. That grizzly made a run for the opening, but then turned right around and headed straight for Gabe. It was dark in the cave and not easy to see, but Old Gabe was ready for him. Trappers outside heard a shot, and sure enough, they had bear for dinner that night.
I want to meet Old Gabe.
You just may. He built a fort on the Oregon Trail. His real name is Bridger, Jim Bridger.
Okay. All right. Okay. Looks like we're starting to approach Fort Bridger. Dry, sandy. Okay. I don't want to risk it. All right. Canyon and pine. Alright. Let's keep those. Alright. Ready to go. Oh, not again.
Ox yokes probably wouldn't break if we weren't pushing the animals so.
Dude. Sure thing. Parting up the ways.
I've heard bad things about the sublet cutoff. They say you can go for days without any good drinking water.
Ready to go. Okay, let's see here. Continuing on. More stories.
Fort Hall is just a ways up the trail, along the Snake River.
Have you ever been there, Captain Jed?
Many times. Been coming to this spot for years, way before old Nathaniel Wyeth even built a fort here. Yep. Brings to mind the very first rendezvous. Of course, we called them rondes back in 1825. We met near here, at the junction of Henry's Fork and the Green River. Beaver was aplenty, prices high, and no one much bothered us at all. It was Ashley's idea. He didn't want to have to travel so far to trade. One year, he lost a keelboat, sank with $10,000 worth of furs and supplies. Next year, he had trouble with the Arikara Indians, so he spread the word about a central meeting place to trade and called it a rendezvous. That's French, you know. Trappers came from all over.
Indians too?
You bet. We traded with the Indians for furs, blankets, and other supplies. Many a trapper even traded for an Indian wife.
Really?
That's right, Cassie. I was once married to a Shoshone Indian, but that's another tale. The Ronde in 1826 was held around July 4th. You never heard such a ruckus. Guns a firing, horse racing, gambling, sharpshooting contests, wrestling, and I'd say many a patriotic toast.
Wish I could have been there.
But those days are gone now. Last Ronde I heard of was in 1840. I miss meeting with trapper friends, old Jed Smith, Grizzly Adams and his trained bear, and of course, Moses Black Harris, best yarn spinner I ever heard. With more and more folks heading west and needing expert guides, seemed a perfect fit for us trappers.
So you became a captain and led our pa out west.
Sure did. Best decision I ever made. Great man, your pa.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll stop recording right here. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more. And subscribe for more. Anyways, that's all. That's all I have to say. See you in the next video.